Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part 2, Becoming a Cole Whitt fan. And I didn't mean to leave it on a cliffhanger. It just literally ran out of time for footage, and hilariously, it ended up right there, which is actually perfect. Let's begin with today's video, or part 2. Cole Whitt was told before the 2016 NASCAR Xfinity Series Homestead race to take it easy on the tires, as the underfunded team he was driving for, TriStar Motorsports, was not sure if they had enough tires to make it the whole way through the race. A caution came out at the end of the race. Chasers such as Eric Jones, Justin Allgaier, Daniel Suarez, and Elliott Sadler elected to pit. When given the option to pit, Cole was told that the team had no tires, and he was given the order to stay out. Cole obeyed. What happened next would change everything. On the restart, with Eric Jones and Justin Allgaier behind him, Cole restarted slow and started to spin his tires because they were so old. Eric Jones, as footage shows, rams Whitt in the rear bumper, causing him to spin his tires even more, holding up the entire outside lane and letting Daniel Suarez run away with the victory after passing Elliott Sadler. In an interview with Front Stretch, Cole said this. You can pause the video to read. Eric Jones was very upset, and he said this in an interview. Once again, you can pause this to read. I forgave Cole for what he did. He didn't mean to do it, and although his fan base shrank in that moment, I, along with others, stood with Cole and TriStar. Cole told me when he met me in Kansas in May of 2017 that it was one of the worst mistakes of his career. People even did this. They even insulted him. Of course you'd expect it, but it was an extreme amount of insult. He made a huge mistake. And for most people, he wouldn't be forgiven. In early February 2017, after being done with my classwork, and I was literally browsing the internet because we were allowed to do so as long as we were done in computer class, I went to NASCAR and was in complete and utter shock at what I was seeing. TriStar Motorsports, who I had best known for signing Eric McClure, he was my favorite nationwide driver at the time, they had just hired Cole Whitt. I was so happy. Front Row Motorsports, Cole's former team, had leased a charter to TriStar because they weren't going to use it. He qualified for the 500 because he was guaranteed a spot with the charter, and finished 18th and 20th in his first two starts of 2017, and was even in the chase. I'm over here just like, he had tons of cool schemes, including Florida Lottery, Rene water heaters, Bad Boy mowers, Arctic coolers, Moen, Unique pretzels, Standard plumbing supply, Arctic red, white, and blue, Ted Witt plumbing, NASCAR throwback to his father. He did amazing for his equipment. He did all of this with his equipment. He even had an amazing wreck avoidance to result in a season-best 12th place finish at Indianapolis. Sponsorship was a major issue later into the season, and the team had their streak of blowing their own made engines and being involved in incidents later into the season, starting at Daytona in July. They even reached an all-time low point. Team owner Mark Smith, who had founded the team and owned the team, passed away in 2017 due to cancer. Everybody gave their respects to TriStar. Mark Smith's quote was, "Let's end this day on a high note." Rest in peace, Mark Smith. His son, Brian Smith, would take over. Eventually, 2018 came along, and it was announced that Corey LaJoie and Cole Whitt would share a ride in the 72 for TriStar once again. Cole would drive for 11 races, while Corey would drive for 26. Cole wanted to spend some time with his family, which is why he declined the 2018 full-time offer. I was pretty sad. Here's how I felt. Cole ran most of his races unsponsored, but some races he ran with sponsorship. He even grew some hair and a beard. He rounded out the season with one DNF at Sonoma when something broke in the suspension and he crashed, and only one other finish besides that outside of the top 30, which was at Watkins Glen when a mechanical issue forced the team behind the wall to make repairs. They came back out and finished 34th. He rounded out 2018 with the best finish of 19th at Texas, 21st at Talladega, and 20th at the Charlotte Roval, which at the time of filming is the most recent race. At this point, still looking like an older version of Eminem, as he was looking like a younger version before, I gotta thank David Stremme and Swan Racing for having Cole Whitt, and David Stremme for just being there in the first place. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have become a Cole Whitt fan. And I gotta thank TriStar Motorsports for signing Cole. That's the story of how Cole Whitt got where he is today and how I became a Cole Whitt fan. Oh, wait, one more thing. In May of 2017, I actually got to meet him at a race in May at Kansas Speedway. I sent a letter to him, and during the truck race at Kansas Speedway the night before the Cup race, which was the following day, he came up to meet me and talk to me and my father, and I was already so blessed and so thankful for the opportunity. To make things even better, he even asked to come up and meet with us tomorrow. He said he had a surprise for us. Following day, Kansas Speedway, we struggled to find him, and he called before the drivers' meeting if we were coming. We said we were struggling to find him, and he even came and picked us up in his car. Not his NASCAR, but his regular car. He gave us hot passes for the event. That was the happiest moment in my life. I was so humbled. I felt so thankful and so blessed, my dad and I both, that Cole was so nice that he would do this for us. If you're watching this, Cole, thank you very, very much. As you can see, I do not own any of the photos in this video. They belong to the rightful owners. Thanks for watching, and if you have a suggestion for another video, please comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, please comment below. Not that I'm asking for comments, I just need to know so I can know what to make in the future. Thank you.